Shit, man. Come on, man. Like, it's really hot out. Can you do something to fracture this heat, man? This is weird. This is weird. I don't like being split. Please put me back. Put it back. Put it back. Okay, I'm one piece again. Cool. All right, well, Incendious. Incendious is a really cool legendary within Hearthstone, and I have 2 deck ideas that'll be coming out today, specifically going over Incendious, and this is going to be my take over Incendious and Small Minion Mage. However, it's not really a small minion mage anymore. I really don't know how to describe this deck other than it just being a straight up tempo deck, and this is my take on tempo mage, trying to make Gorgon Zormu work in the deck, just summoning a bunch of minions, and really the one direction that this deck has is just to make a minion and then make it bigger. The paladin cards with the Taurus mechanic work perfectly in the tempo mage archetype because you have cards that are able to discount some of these buffs, like Marooned Archmage, for example. This may not be the best card to run in the perfect 30 of this list, but the idea, at least for me, behind this card is that you can utilize cards like Primordial Glyph, Infinitize the Maxitude, Frostbolt, even like a Flame Geyser to like play a minion and then do something else with that minion, try to stick that minion, and then, you know, carry over that spell discount going into the next turn, so that way, you know, you just have one more extra thing that you can do, and one more extra thing goes a very long way with this particular tempo mage. So let me walk you through what I like to call, what it really isn't small minion mage, it's tempo mage. We're just gonna coin it tempo mage from here on out. So if you guys played Hearthstone at the very beginning, you are well familiar with a card called Arcane Worm, and Arcane Worm was one of the most, you know, powerful cards, one of the most powerful one-drops in Tempo Mage, and really, ever since we lost that card, Tempo Mage hasn't been the same. It's been trying to, like, make a comeback every now and again, but we really have not had a good Tempo Mage since the Scholomance Academy days, back when a small minion mage with a bunch of, like, small minions and little spells was able to push a lot of tempo, and this deck is very reminiscent of that, because they gave Mage Violet Teacher on crack. Raylla Sand Sculptor is an insanely good card that I feel like is going to be on top of the meta one way or another, and it may not be my list, but one reason why I really believe this is going to be very good is because cards like Concierge work extremely well with a deck like this, because the cards that you generate with the life-saving aura are paladin cards, so you have a reason to, you know, just play a Concierge, play a bunch of cheap cards that hopefully are not all going to be 0 mana, but let's be honest, they're probably all going to be 0 mana because that's just the best way to utilize this card. And you want to get a lot of value by buffing up your minions, by getting a bunch of minions all at once through the Raylla. And there's actually, you know, an argument to be made for running the new card Sea Shanty. Like, I've already seen a scam screenshot of this card absolutely just, I don't even know how this happened. But Zeddy sent me this screenshot that happened on the Theorycraft stream, and this is turn 4 where his mage opponent was able to play a Sea Shanty, and it looks like the reason why that happened is because Concierge into the Brew into a bunch of buffs that are available in Paladin. So, you know, there are some other Paladin cards that are worth running in this deck, like the Divine Brew, if you want to support that type of mage. But instead of focusing all in on Concierge scams, I wanted to focus more on, like, the tempo, you know, small minion package of the deck, which is why we have cards like Wand Maker. And if you think about it, Wand Maker can get the... Actually, it can't get the Brew, because I don't believe you can randomly generate cards that you can find from your Taurus card. So you actually cannot generate extra copies of Life-Saving or the Brew from the Wand Maker if you are playing Mage, but it's still a pretty good card to just throw on turn 2 to have a minion, but this is just a card you could probably cut if you don't like it in the list. But it's really surprising to me how this version of the deck I don't feel like is optimized whatsoever, but I just legitimately couldn't lose with it, and I'm hearing a lot of great reports about small minion tempo mage, to where I really do believe this is going to be a great archetype to explore on the first day. But one part of this deck I feel like we should be talking a little bit more about is the Mezzadune the Fracture drawing the Incendious. I feel like this is just a really good synergy to enable into this deck, for the main reason that it just pushes a lot of damage, and what tempo deck does not want active AoE always available in the deck for simply drawing it out? And since we have cards like Wisdom of Norgannon, which by the way can be reduced to 0 mana, that works with the Raylla, which is why we have a lot of Spell School cards in here, I feel like there's a lot of legitimate reason behind this Incendious Wisdom of Norgannon possibility, to where you draw into your deck, you have these AoEs that are available when you need them, and then you can just build up your tempo like nothing happened. I like that synergy a lot, but it is, you know, a little bit of a high roll circumstance, because if you do draw the Incendious, then you do have a Patches-like card in your deck, and you don't want to draw Patches ever, except now you kind of do because Patches is a good card in Demon Hunter. We'll talk about Patches here in the future. But one last synergy that I want to talk about is actually the Volley Maul, because Tempo Mage feels so good when it has access to a weapon to where it can get rid of a minion while buffing up its own minion. It's the very definition of removing your opponent's tempo while developing your own. So I feel like this is going to be a core card in Tempo Mage from here on out. And just looking back at, you know, Mage's history, having a 3-2 weapon would have made these decks even more powerful because you have the option of either going face against, you know, slower decks, or you have the option of trading against another minion. So that's just really useful in my opinion. And the last card that I feel like I should talk about is Grifta, because I feel like Grifta is a card that's going to be added into almost every single Hearthstone deck. Like in Holy Paladin, you have this, you know, casting spells twice, which you can potentially deal 12 damage from this card. Absolutely nuts. So why wouldn't you want to potentially have like a 1-mana Mind Control, a 1-mana Draw 3, a 1-mana Deal 6, a 1-mana Restore 12? This is such a versatile card that I feel like it's going to go into every single Hearthstone deck, especially tempo decks, because there are so many good tempo tools that come from this card. But don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates, and to check out the Patreon in case you want to support the content in any other ways, if you want to do that sort of thing. But thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro. We have plenty more decks that'll be published throughout this week, so make sure you're subscribed to be notified about when those videos come out. But before the expansion releases, I have 14 deck guides that will be posted onto the YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribed to be notified about that content. So thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video. I mean, I guess I gotta play the deck though, right? Like, I gotta showcase it. It legitimately is bonkers. Play this, coin this, Volley Maul on 3. Concierge is probably unnecessary, but this is a really sweet curve. We need aggro decks, though. I think they are a necessity. I mean, they are. I'm just saying it's my least favorite way of enjoying the game. Like, it's like Dirty Rat. It's a necessary evil. You have to get killed on turn 4, so that way it doesn't become Druid Stone. I totally get that. But on the other hand, it's like you can't have one without the other. You know what I mean? And you just kind of have to ask yourself, which one do you hate more? Alrighty. Gorgon Zormu, save me. I could use some delicious cheese right now. I am very hungry. Evolve Shaman with Hogger at 9. Was also terrible. Okay, so you're talking about the Golden Knoll, right? Bones to Gnaw on. Whatever that card is. And then you just make like a 10-drop out of nowhere, which is also freaking terrible. I agree. Lethal by turn 6 if your opponent is too greedy versus aggro is perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean, my deck is super greedy. It's not optimized, and I do feel bad that it just kind of got slapped like it was fucking nothing. But this deck feels a lot better. I haven't really seen that many people play Small Minion Mage yet. People are playing greedy right now. If aggro is in the meta, then control just runs low cost removal and heal, and then it's GG. Well, I wouldn't necessarily argue that people are playing greedy. Like, you're playing a Theorycraft event, we're playing for fun. Like, people are going to necessarily, like, they're not going to have the meta decks because the meta doesn't exist. We don't know what the meta is yet, and we can only speculate about it. But after experiencing that, oh my god, that might be a meta deck. I don't know about you. You know, I'm gonna play the cheeses. I'll hold on to the weapon, though. Pretty good outcome, honestly. In case this is like a wave shaman, I could play around the wave, but at the same time, like, I just want to do this because I want maximum board pressure. Dude, Gorgon Zormu, I love it. Okay, double drink. Damn, that does clear most things. I guess the Molten Magma is better than I think it is. I always look at a card like this being like, why would I ever want to do this? And then suddenly it just smacks me, and I'm like, you know, that's the reason to do it. Incendious next turn. Maybe it can stick. I guess I should just buff this for the time being, right? Do this, buff this up a whole bunch. We got one big minion. We have this on standby if we need it. Yeah, we just ship the damage, I think. The cheese legendary being free is the best thing from expansion so far. Dude, I agree. And of course it's the best card. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, I want a Gorgon Zormu on my desk now. I need something to accompany the King Crush. He needs a buddy. And as of right now, he's the only, you know, Hearthstone plushie on my desk right now. I need to get another one.
Do it. HELLSCREAM.
Okay, double taunts. This is still just Incendious, right? Because I just need to stick the minion, so we'll just do it. Let's go! Give me that damage. The longer the game goes on, the more likely you are to die. Demon Hunter and Shaman got too many cards that charge instant damage. I mean, they kind of did. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, what is it with Demon Hunter just having the most just stupid deck ideas? You know what I mean? Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, he's actually playing Ragnaroses. Oh god. I cannot respond to this. Based. Can't even be mad. The only thing is that his next turn is skip, but at the same time, he may not need a next turn. Maybe I just get lucky and draw nothing, but... Okay, well... Can this save me? It can build up a board to play around the rags. So actually, yes, it could save me. Could Frostbolt this to deny damage. I get one less minion, though. But I think it's a good idea, because this needs to die. Nice. Wait a minute, this actually kills this. Okay. What have I been doing well with? I did well with Zarimi Priest. I did well with Holy Paladin. Those are the decks I've been doing the best with. Shaman is really good, but like, dude, my Shaman decks must suck ass. I can't win with them. Okay, alive. Alive. I'll draw an extra card. Okay, let's go. I need more of those. There's the Mezzadune of all times to get it. Wait a minute. 5, 6, 7. It's not enough to kill him. I'm gonna Rusher. There we go, dude. You see why I didn't believe in the Rag now? Like, unless he's got 2 damage and he hits the 1 and 8, like, what else is he gonna do? Have I tried Big Spell Mage? I've only tried, like, 1 game. I could try it again, honestly. I could try to go for some better clips with it. Get another one. Okay. I'm becoming insane, insane, insane in the membrane, insane. Oh, I should have done this first. Wait, did I just have lethal? 4, 6, 8. There's so much happening right now. It's really hard to, like, this is why I love this deck. You just get sidetracked super easily.
My
8,
God.
10, 10, 12, 12. It's not enough to kill.
HELLSCREAM, the best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
Alright. No way I'll lose now, right? How's DK? DK is probably good. I didn't make the good deck for it.
My God.
I might need someone to send me a list.
HELLSCREAM, the best
I'm really excited for
Hearthstone
Adaptive
player that ever
Amalgam
lived.
Death Growl. I really want like there to be like a really funny like combo with that. My only issue with it is that it's way too slow. So like it's kind of hard for like me to pop that off against like, you know, ladder opponents and whatnot. But who knows what kind of wacky shenanigans you can enable in like, you know, friendly games. I wish everybody had access to theory crafting, not just streamers. Make it like a tavern brawl or something. Well, here's the thing. You technically have early access to the cards via Arena. So it's not like they're not trying, you know? If everybody had access to Theorycraft, then at that point, they might as well just make it, you know, like I kind of miss Fireside Gatherings, you know? You could do that at a Fireside Gathering. That's what I wish they would bring back. And I'm becoming insane, insane, insane. Let's go! All right, that was a great first game. That was a fantastic first game. Okay, keep them all. I think I want to keep the Grifta. Yeah, I'm going to throw it for now. I feel like my early game tempo is more important. Ooh, dude, the Mezzadune. Oh, Please, please let this happen. Please. I'm begging, bro. I'm begging. Let me do this. Please let me do this. Fuck. I'm doing something. I'm doing something. I'm gonna coin it on 4. Like, I have to.
My God.
Oh, let's go, dude. Don't have anything. Okay, wait a minute. So random secrets.
The best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
Do I care about random secrets? Probably not. Play the Minion so I have more things to do. That's a great pull. Arena's great. I've already got Riot Cleaver achievements. Yo, there you go, man. See, this guy is living life to the fullest. When life gave him an empty hand, he made a sandwich of it. And then the next time he actually had something to do, he smacked. You just gotta believe. Okay, bargain bin. Let's do this just in case it's... Okay, it's not. Face. Is it explosive? It is explosive. Okay, good to just proc it now then. I'm gonna save the durability because I need to kill a minion. Honestly, dude, Mage with a weapon is really powerful. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of situations where Tempo Mage would love to just like have a 3-2 weapon on standby. Play a minion, remove a minion. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Please, please, please don't. No stupid top decks. No stupid top decks. Come on. There's only one stupid top deck. Viper meta? I mean, Viper could be good, but I'm just more so talking that like Mage and the ideas of like a good Tempo Mage. They've always liked the idea of weapons. Oh my God, we're doing it. Give me. Give me. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Yes. All right, there we go, dude. Yo, Ewall coming in with the 3 months, man. Welcome back to the Horde, dude. See, this is what happens when you take a whoa. Hello. 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 Hello, sir. That's interesting. May I interest you in a 1-5? So we'll do this, buff this up. Hopefully it sticks another turn. Please. Please. Let it stick. Stick the minion, please. Not worth freezing face to protect it. I mean, is he really gonna play a weapon? And if he is, how does he kill a 2/7? Like, freezing his face is kind of unnecessary. I'd rather save the freeze for later, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like it's sticking around, dude. Oh my God. Okay, so play another one. He's gonna banjo this, which means I probably need to hit him in the face. I need to freeze his face now. So I will do... I'm actually gonna do it this way. And now I have this to potentially, like, draw into the deck, and I have this for even more draw into the deck. You know what? I think I buff this even more. Get him. Get him, my boy. What is this board state, dude? Time to unleash the eruption? I only need a couple of draws, man. 10 cards in my deck.
My God.
10 out of
How
29.
does he do it? Clark HELLSCREAM, the best Hearthstone player.
New cards
that
are
ever
already
lived.
in Twist, though. Random generation. Oh, hey, yo. That's something that you can do. You can play Twist with the new cards. All right, is that an eruption? Oh, this game's over, dude. Yo, 6. Good to have you here, man. Oh, my God. Yes. Nice. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 a million times yes. I love that. Okay, so now that we're back, I'm gonna keep the Grifta. I like the Wand Maker. Concierge is good, but probably later. He just played Druid? Of course he did. Of course he did. Only played... How long were you playing the Druid? What was the record? How high did you climb? I'm assuming the goal was to try and hit Legend, but I don't have EU people, I mean, I guess I don't have everybody added. I got Rekvam added, so I got some EUs on here. But I at least made it to Silver with my shenanigans. Silver 5? Alright, not bad, not bad. In 6 hours, that's a pretty solid climb. Let's see, Infinitize, then play the Wand Maker next turn. Yeah, let's go for some value. Might be the, oh my god. I want small spells, but I'm also a gamer, so we're gonna do some gaming. As Ant says, we do some gaming around here. You lost your sanity when Weapon Rogue was still a thing? What do you mean? Meat Man thrived in that meta. Was a good decision. I kept my sanity for 5 hours. I mean, okay, so what do you like about these new cards then? Like, was there any other deck that you experienced that you would want to play? Because I'm not gonna lie, dude, okay, Shaman is really interesting. I have no idea which direction to take it, because, like, I'm in, like, still Christmas land situation with these decks with Shaman, and I can't win with Shaman. I just can't win with Shaman. It's impossible. I don't know how. What do you think will be the top 3 classes on day 1? Oh, easy. Druid, Demon Hunter, and Shaman, I think. Warrior? Okay, hold on a minute. Tic Tac was talking about Warrior earlier. You need to inform me. What is this nutty Warrior deck? Is it Menagerie? I kind of made a statement on Twitter being like, ooh, Boogie, dude, Boogie down? Yo, hello. Boogie down? Sure, why not? Thin out the deck. That's actually crazy for me. And then I can play Grifta for 1-drop if I need to. Just take my decks for Shaman Nerd. Whatever your most recent deck is, put it in Discord then. If you're actually that confident in it, I'll play it. I have to start playing some of the degenerate decks now because, like that Demon Hunter deck, for example, man. Like, that Demon Hunter deck is fucking dumb. Turn 4 lethal. I'm gonna have to ask No Hands for a list. Officially cross the overworking line ×2. Oh, dude, we're going for 13 hours. What are you talking about? Oh my god, it actually has been 8 hours. Holy crap, dude. I just see it as it's not dark outside yet. That's me right now, because once it gets dark outside, I'll have to be a little bit more quiet. That's the only thing I have to worry about. But yep, 2 hours, man. Or it was 2 hours. Two times overworking streamer. We're gonna be 3 times overworking, man. Theorycraft only for 1 day. Yeah, and that's why I utilize the full time. Like, honestly, dude, like with what we have just right now, I barely have any YouTube content so far. Like I have some, but I don't have everything I want. I want more. I must have more. Let's see, what do I get? Mind Control. Give me Mind Control. I have not got Mind Control one time, dude.
How does he do
I
it?
guess I'll summon a 4-drop then. Screw you.
HSReplay, the best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
Sure. Don't you dare threads me, bro. But then again, looks like he's playing Frost, so threads isn't a problem, right? Clark is just farming YouTube content. Dude, I always am. What are you talking about?
How does he do it?
Like, this gives me purpose. I have had no purpose since Whizbang. Like, we've been trying to nerf the meta. I've had no way of having fun because we just don't have enough tools, and I've had to play the meta and I don't enjoy it. So it's like I am so happy to have, like, oh, Freebird, yo, that is something else to keep in mind. Freebird Rogue was really fun, but like I have purpose again, dude. All I need is a reason to play, and this is a reason to play. These cards are actually fun when you don't die to Demon Hunter on turn 4. Like, good lord, man. I really hope that's not just going to be the deck that warps the meta immediately. Demon Hunter mirrors sound like the worst thing in the world. I do not say that lightly. Wait a minute. This into Snake Oil, into this, into trade into the board. Hopefully stick the Minion. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trade here. So yeah, that can't work, so I have to do this first. This is honestly kind of a good roll. Dude, small Minion Mage has gotta be good, right? There's just no way that a deck like this cannot be good, right? Like, it has to be good. It can't not be good, is what I'm trying to say. I love this. This reminds me so much of the Scholomance days, remember? Small Minion Mage Scholomance was so much fun, in my opinion. Ghoul's Knight, okay. So we just win now because this is gonna kill these guys. And I just have boards for the rest of the game. Violet Teacher on steroids, dude. It's not even close. It's just not even close how good that card is. Alright, there we go. Posted in Theory Crafting. You have a code? Sweet. Thank you, mate. See, like, this is really close to what I'm running, though. Like, the only difference is I don't have Lightning Reflexes. I don't have Shock Hopper. I took that out of the deck because I didn't like it. I guess the we kind of need the Pirate and Aggro Shaman. You also... Okay, this is the Wave Shaman deck. Wave with Cliff Dive. Cliff Dive with Therazane is really funny, actually. Therazane and Walking Fountain. Alright, so let's burn them up, right? See, just like that. Just like that. Exactly like that. Perfect. Literally perfect. This deck is nuts. And look at that. High rolled them even more. This deck is nuts. I love it. This deck's an A+. A+. Absolutely. Mwah. 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 I love it.